on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up some solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the feel like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air France. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
All right. Shalom, shalom. Welcome to another week on the conflict zone. All right. Now, the conflict zone is where we look at, the children of the Most High and the oppressor is constantly in a conflict. Constantly in conflict. So this is a zone where we look at all these conflicts affecting our lives as the children of the Most High, as Israelites, as blacks, Hispanics, and natives. All right. Now, this week we're looking at mineral baths in Jamaica. We have some mineral baths on the south coast here, where where I put it now. Some of them run by the community. The government might have, they're owned by the government, the Milk River. Well, all these are public. Jamaica have a law where all waterways are really public. Rivers, streams, beaches, that's the law. They are public. But in a couple of years back, the government was trying to privatize some of the minerals in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, there was one in Clarendon which they fenced and tried to privatize in the 50s, 60s, or early 70s possibly. But I think it was done in the 60s. They did it, and it dried up. We're going to look at that too. And, you know, over time, over years, the fence get old. I think it was barbed wire fence. You know, the fence posts get old, rotten out, fence tear down and thing. And then the stream start running again. And when that happens, they just leave it alone. Nobody try to privatize it again. You know, they spend some money on it. Right in COVID time, you know, local parish council spend some money on it and start upgrading some infrastructure, put in a road, put in changing room, you know, plant up the place and thing. But they have to leave it to the community. So the community people benefit from people who come there and, you know, to have a nice time and they can sell them something. Now the conflict is this now. People hustle. Our people use these traffic, not motor vehicle traffic, but people who come to these mineral baths, they make a living off sales of whatever. Some sell food, some sell their service. Like in the mineral bath in St. Thomas, you know, people sell their service in providing oils and, you know, tell people about the bath. The water is really hot. But they say, you know, you have water over 100 degrees. Normally, water over 100 degrees catch your skin. It scorch you. But for some reason, that mineral water is about that hot, catches your skin, and it doesn't leave any burn. Hot water, but no burn. All right, so, you know, let's get into it. Well, the conflict, what is the conflict? The conflict is our people. You know, they're trying to when they take away, if they should take away these baths from the people or from the community, you know, you're going to have a lot of people out of earnings. And this is a constant thing which our government, from the time of slavery till now, it's been constantly like this. People earning from a particular thing and they find a way to take it away. Privatize it, give it to some big man. There was a time when, like in Kingston, you know, like you have gullies in Kingston, you know, have rivers, no rivers not there again, really gullies, where they used to, you know, with every rain, water can flow out to the sea. Now, when you have flow, water flow, you always have sediment, sand sediment leaving the gullies. You used to have some community people who go down into these gullies, and the sand that is left back after a flooding, after every rain, is sand which can use in construction, like for graniting within the corporate area. So you used to have man who go down in there, you know, provide them service, take this sand out so that the sand, because over time this sand would build up in the gullies. They would take the sand out, you know, and sell it. So that's their pay for clean, keeping the gully clean. The government come in now with sand mining law and thing and stop them from doing that. Now these gullies choke up from time to time. That's what now men have to be, if they go down and they take it out, then you know it becomes illegal. You know, this is the trying to wonder how this oppressor really think, you know. In place like in America, where you can catch rainwater. The man they make that illegal to catch rainwater. They can harvest rainwater for use. What's on this oppressor's mind? You know, what is he thinking? What is his goal? His goal is just to oppress the Most High's people. Because he have a deal with every other nation, which him carry out, trades and so on. But when it comes to the Most High people, ooh, no, no, no. Kill you with some fire. But anyway, I want to do some sharing. Bear with me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me see how much of this I can share. So much of this I can share. All right. There's a time when I could just, share easy with this. Not so again. All right, so there's a let's see if we can all right, so we're looking at that, the mineral baths, and then we're going also into another aspect of the business plan. Our point of doing all this is that the only thing that is constant with this oppressor from the time of slavery, during slavery until now, is prisons. That's the only thing in keeping. The same building that were used to house the slaves when they come off the ship, like GP, the building they're still around. Almost all the infrastructures them gone from slavery, they moved them. The old slavery building, Spanish Town District Prison, right where the old Spanish Town capital was, them still around. Those institutions of slavery, not to mention the old churches and things that was around, but for what the oppressor, as in terms of governance, maintain from them time till now is prisons. Every livelihood that the people come up with, and boy, we can try hustle this way. So we can do this way, make some money. Government find a way to kill it, sell it out to some rich people. Talk about privatizing, but there is a bigger, the government that we have is more like a puppet, There's a bigger power above them who control them with money through the World Bank and through IMF. When time come and they just approach them and say, yeah, what? You need to sell out some things so you can pay over some money. Sell out the beaches. Now they're renewing the call. Since last year, they're renewing the call to sell out some of the public baths that was government owned. The point is this, that the time is going to come where when they look and there's nothing left to sell, they either sell the island, just sell the people. So yeah, you can get them to buy for slaves. Of course, they won't call it slavery because we're working for any business any corporation that come into Jamaica to set up business. They come here for labor. Slavery. Yeah. All right, we'll start with our scripture still. We're going to start with Proverbs 14, 20 to 21. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 20 and 21 says, "The poor is hated, even of his own neighbor." The poor man, you're poor, but even your own neighbor don't like you. You know, that is something where, all of it down here, like, we love use this term locally, in the Gideon. Every poor person can attest to this. The man and neighbor most times can read. But the scriptural is from long time. The scripture said the poor is hated even by his own neighbor, but the rich hath many friends. Once you start have money, you start have friends, man. 21. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth, but he that hath mercy on the poor, happy is he. Now you look and who is having mercy on the Most High? The poor, the Most High people. Blacks, Hispanics, natives. We in the I.S.U.P.K, the other day we went and we feed our Spanish brothers up there in the cold, right? I was right there in the spirit, feeding the brothers and sisters of our northern kingdom out there in the cold in New York, cold New York, upstate there, right? And they appreciated it. So we should not be despising each other, really, meaning hating each other. We should not hate each other. You're poor, and who is most disliked? The poor. Who is, whenever in Jamaica, whenever the government go and do things like those, sell out infrastructures and things that people survive off of, is the poor feel it, And at the same, when they say they say war on the poor, maybe that's what they mean. To make you poorer. Eventually this world is going to try and enslave the poor, but we know by that time Christ will return. They try to do that because the Most High begin his move, The Most High is moving. You just watch that big conflict up there in the north, up in the Middle East there. So they killed 3 U.S. soldiers last week. And start wondering if America should join the war. Well, America already in the war and bombing Yemen. So it's not like this world is without conflicts. Some serious conflicts. Right? That's why we come up with this show, The Conflict Zone, because it's not only war and black business, there's a bigger problem out there. There is a war and just you being the Most High people. Can you imagine you're not liked by someone or some people simply because of the bloodline that you come from? Think about that. What control you have over that? You have no control over that. Which is why you go in some places just to be a mere presence, people despise. And you say, oh, they don't know me, I don't know, they don't just go on like they don't like me. No. It's just the bloodline where you come from. Sometimes even your own people who is in the spirit of the oppressor despise you too. Right? But I mean, what can you do about that as a person? The only thing we can do is pull closer to the Most High. Pull closer to God. Right? Ask Christ for his forgiveness. Christ had took up in cross and follow him. Start keeping do what Christ did. Christ kept the laws. Follow him. And don't be like the silly Christians who was telling you that you should be swallowed up. That is rubbish. But have you ever been swallowed up? No, we should not be like that. Stupid Christian pastor. Right? Keep the laws of Christ. When you keep the laws of Christ, you won't be swallowed up. You won't molest your congregation, children and women, and come dance beside the brothers in the church and touch them up like, yeah, that's what I do. And behave as if, oh, it's in the spirit of the church. No, can't do that. Now is not the time for them kind of things. Now is the time we move away from those things and pull closer to God. They are black, Hispanic, or Native American, or Native. We say we change it from Native American because like out here you have the Taino. You still have Taino in Jamaica. They are Native. They were Israelite. Many of them were the tribe of Ephraim. Right? So they are Israelites too. And they are some which from the day that Columbus set foot around here, they have been in turmoil. So much so that they have to just, go in hiding and say, yeah, what? We don't exist. Forget about it. I don't exist. So that's how terrible it was. All right, we're going into something now. Bath fountain mineral bath. In 2010, let's see if we can find this one. In 2010, the government was seriously exploring the privatization of, they call it divestment of the Bath fountain. They came up with the idea to spend $100 million on the Bath fountain to upgrade it, and privatize it. Where is it now? Let me share this one. Bath fountain to be that, not that one. Not that one. Right, this one now the government come up with an idea. You know what, I'm going to spend $100 million on this place. I didn't know the history of Bath fountain was that it was the second. All right, we're going to read it. We're going to see. Government. Okay, it's being shared. And it's telling you that the government actually backs off $100 million bath fountain upgrade. The government has backed down on its promise to pump 100. As a matter of fact, let me first give you the date. This article was from 2010, and then we're going to read one from last year. So this one was the idea in 2010, which is approximately 13 years now, right? 13 plus years now. The government has backed down on its promise to pump 100 million into the improvement of bath fountain, hotel and spa in eastern St. Thomas, leaving some of those connected to the entity disappointed. The administration, through the Tourism Enhanced Fund, had originally pledged to upgrade the facility last year, which will be 2009. But the Sunday Observer, right, this is an Observer article, Sunday Observer has learned that the government is not convinced that it would be wise to put so much money into the project. Government insider told the Sunday Observer that no more money would be spent on the project, as the state was again thinking of divesting the world-famous facility, along with other spas that it owns on the island. So they have other spas with them own, like they want to sell out to all of them. And of course, some foreigners will get this, and probably Chinese, because they have some money to spend. It was originally believed that the money approved for the improvement of the facility was diverted to assist with other projects. Among them, an advertising campaign to restore Jamaica's image internationally following violent disturbances in West Kingston between May and June. All right, this is referring to the Tivoli incursion. However, Tourism Minister Ed Bartlett said that there was no connection between the two. So, the Tivoli incursion happened at the time, and then they don't bother with the project. But Tourism Minister said the project did not shelve because of the incursion. It has nothing to do with advertising. We are talking about two different things, Bartlett told the Sunday Observer. In an interview, the tourism minister admitted that the government was reviewing its position regarding spas under its control. I think that some new thinking is emerging as a result of the public sector transformation unit in respect of places like Bath Fountain, Milk River, etc. He said. That is on hold, pending a determination on the policy regarding what will happen to these entities and to determine where we go, Bartlett said. All right, I want to drop down to according to Sunday Observer sources. All right, I read it before that. Part of the want is close by, right? Bartlett's words are not soothing to the ear of Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, Dr. Fenton Ferguson. So the Member of Parliament was wondering why the government changed the idea. Who wants the bath fountain to be developed into a world-class spa that he believes has the potential to promote a major international health tourism project? So they want to think about this is it. They take away a thing with the idea. Oh, we're going to make this big, blah, blah, blah. But in making it big, you are not in it. As MP, I am upset with the decision to remove the 100 million that was committed for the development of the bath fountain. What has happened to Banana in St. Thomas? What has happened to sugar? Them two, there was slavery. Banana and sugar, we expect you coming out of slavery. Those is not by chance that they go, but they're going to come back with different workers. Don't worry yourself, and it won't be us. The development of Bath would have realized the dream of Bath becoming the tourist hub in St. Thomas. Really. And the thing is, it's really the people who around the area, them know about the place. Them know the place in and out. Them know about the water and all that. To withdraw that money in a willy-nilly way is a major disappointment to the people of St. Thomas. That's what you think. In the Bath era, a mini stadium is being built. There are some other things happening, and all of that would bring some energy to the area. It would have been a major boost for eco and health tourism if the spa at Bath were to be developed. With government saying that the health tourism is a big thing, how then are you not putting enough emphasis on this facility, which is also the second oldest spa? This is it. I didn't know that it was the second oldest spa in the world. Yeah, which is the second oldest spa in the world, Dr. Ferguson said. So when they start to talk about spa, when they say second oldest spa still, it was always there, It's just that in the age of discovering healing waters, which we in Jerusalem know about long time because we had our healing stream. When they start to talk about healing waters, this was the second one in the world, the one in St. Thomas. And of course, again, discovered by some slaves. Most of these spas were discovered by runaway slaves. They were whipped and mistreated on the runway, and they take the bath, take the bathing, and then they realized that they heal and heal faster than would have been normal. Even though the healing stream that we would have in Jerusalem was a bit different. It's not like these with the mineral, the flow naturally mineral. Our healing stream that we had in Jerusalem back then in the Bible days were really more spiritual. At the time when the angel would, well, so they think that the angel would come and trouble the water and thing. And, Christ did heal a man without that. According to Sunday Observer sources, the government is contemplating, listen to this part now, government was thinking of either selling the Bath Fountain Hotel and Spa or offering a 99-year lease to potential takers. You get someone to lease for 99 years. That in the scriptures, according to our laws in the Bible, the longest you can get anywhere to lease for is 50 years. Yeah, because if Jubilee come back and it has to go back to its rightful owner, it goes out. We add in our laws what we call a year of Jubilee, which was like the year in which all debts forgiven. So there was no such thing as bad debt following you forever. You had the year of Jubilee. So there's no such thing as a 99-year lease. But in Esau world, it's possible. So basically, what you're doing is giving it to another person. All right. We can go right there. There was a program on TV Sunday named Ilangoli, right? They talk about the Bath Fountain, and people in the era was actually begging the government to, think don't sell this place. They were actually begging the government to not sell out this place, like, you know, don't sell this place, because what they know is that you sell out that, then they are not included. They won't be included in it. So the government now, what the government did was somehow that plan gets scrapped. Not sure that they don't talk about as to what caused it to get scrapped. But then they came up with another idea now. With the milk, that this was in February. This article now is March 24, 2023. This one was now where them think of divesting not only Bath, but also the Milk River one. So it was Bath and Milk River. Right. Efforts to divest Milk River and Bath hotels renewed. That is last year. The government, the Jamaican government, is making another try at divesting Bath Fountain Hotel and Spa and Milk River Hotel and Mineral Spa, both of which fall under the control of the Ministry of Tourism. The thing about the one in Milk River is the people in the community is not able to capitalize on that one. But the one in St. Thomas, the people in the community does capitalize on that one. The process will begin with due diligence, says the studies. All right. Make sure that it is being shared. The Ministry of Tourism expects to conclude its due diligence studies in calendar year 2023. So they should have concluded that due diligence last year. So, you know, we basically in an election year, they're not going to sell it this year. You know, if they're going to sell it, they're going to probably sell it after the election. Said Delano Seawright, senior advisor in the Ministry of Tourism. After the completion of the due diligence studies, the enterprise team will stage a full market sounding to select suitable investors for the properties. Now, usually, you know, when a country, whenever you have groups of small hat people and so on who might come up with ideas and say, okay, yeah, we're going into this, like when they come up with fast foods. Whichever government they go to, you know, amongst us, you know, as blacks, Hispanics, and natives, you know, for some reason they have to get through. So when they come and, you know, get the guy to put fast food in Jamaica, it kill out our local restaurant. Government of business about that. All right. Shoes industry. Poops come up with some, you know, for a foreign shoe store. You name them. It costs you less, so you're going to pay a little less if it costs you less. They come up with them shoe store and thing, and then it kill out our local shoe industry because people used to use shoemaker people used to actually go to the shoemaker and make shoes, you know. Not anymore. Same thing with tailoring. So every single major, what they call major development, is always a knock on our people. Always. Come up with highway, oh, major development, blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, some business get cut out and think, not the other person's business, you know, always our people. Always getting the you know what end of the stick for some reason. A team consisting of consultants with specified disciplines. You know, maybe I don't even need to read anymore this one. But I get the gist. The whole thing is, I read this one. A team consisting of consultants within specified disciplines, along with technocrats from the Ministry of Tourism, will undertake the preparatory due diligence studies, while the Development Bank of Jamaica will oversee the financial aspect of the divestment, Seawright said. The studies will assess the land and quantity surveying, architecture, engineering covering civil, structural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, flooding mitigation for Vancouver Hotel and Spa, and a socio-economic assessment for the Bath community. All right. Yeah, that have a socio-economic assessment. Yeah, because the people in Bath is the only one where the people always say, asking the government, you know, reconsider this because this is what we use to send our kids to school, send our children through the system, you know, feed our families. So you know them saying a socio-economic assessment. Both properties are outside the tourist belt, but sit close to rivers and streams that feed them with spring water that's rich in minerals. So you know you have the belt where you say, all right, tourism is right along this area, but you have these baths and things now, which outside of the belt, but you want to go for it. I want to take it for the people, take it from the people. All right. Next one we're going to know. We're going into we'll call the next one. We're going to look at the one in Clarendon, which is the Salt River. Now, this one in Clarendon here, the Salt River Mineral Spot, people benefit more from this, probably more than even Bath. This one here now is not so much, it's world renowned, but it's not so much a tourist attraction. It's generally locals. In other words, this one a few for the local people, the Jamaicans. And you don't pay to go at this one. Tourists come there too, but the tourists that might come to this one is foreigners who have Jamaican ties and they come and they say, no, I got Milk River. Sorry, I got Salt River. Now this one, people access the mineral water through ponding. It comes out the rock and then it pond and then it run off. So right where it pond, as I can, let me segment it. I'll put it on the screen. So right where it pond, people is able to access the healing water or the mineral water. All right, at this point, the Milk River Mineral Spa. This is the one that they can't touch, really. But no, look what I see, and I say Milk River. The Salt River Mineral Spa. This is one they can't touch. The Salt River Mineral Spa in Clarendon has become a very popular bathing spot for the parish's residents. International acclaim awaits when tourism become big business in central parishes. You hear that? So when tourism become big business, they don't want to come back. But anyway, them they can set up shops and things, but access to water. Jamaicans and many visitors from overseas have made the Salt River Mineral Spa a regular destination. The spa, which is a pond with mineral water running from rocks adjacent to it, forms a stream called Salt River. The Salt River Mineral Spa can be found along the Salt River Main Road in southeast Clarendon and does not boast the luxury other spas in the island possess, but it's open to all at no cost. Salt River is classified as a tributary of the Milk River Mineral Spa. No, well, I suppose I hope this is a fact where they do them geological research and things because both minerals are miles away. Milk River one side of the parish and Salt River on the other side. They are miles apart. So I don't really know how they could say it's a tributary, but I don't know. Maybe both of them is tributary coming from St. Thomas, running down all the way underground and come up in these areas. Salt River is classified as a tributary of the Milk River Mineral Spa, which is renowned for having the highest mineral content in the world. So these two rivers, one is the Milk River, which you pay to access. There's no ponding in which you can access that one. You have to go in the bathhouse. But the Salt River, which have the ponding now, these have the highest mineral content in the world. But because Salt River now is free, it not advertised. But we locally know that it have excellent healing um, properties. Some residents told us an amazing story about keeping the spa open to everybody. All right, this is the part now we're talking about. According to residents, some time ago, authorities fenced off the location for development. This took place, like I said, about 60s, 60s, 70s, somewhere there, way up back then time. But the water dried up. So they were trying to develop because they realized the mineral properties of this water, realized it was the best in the world. So they were trying to capitalize on it. So they fenced it. When they fenced it, it dried up. Whether this was coincidence or not, residents don't believe it is. The water only returned when the fence was removed. So it was only after the water dried up that the fence, sorry, it was only after the fence got torn down that the water started to return. The water comes from the rock at the edge of the pond, and many persons could be seen clinging to these. Speaking to them, we were told that the temperature of the water varies at different depths too, and the pond depths in the pond and it is very warm near the rock. Yeah, you will be in that water. You just feel a nice warm stream, and then you feel one cold stream. So the temperature of the water does change between hot and cold. Maybe that is the healing. Maybe that's what makes it so good at healing still. Getting rid of aches and pain is the objective of many of those who visit the spa regularly, while for others, it's a chance to get rid of bad luck. Really. You want to get rid of bad luck, start keeping the most high's laws. Get the curses off you. Come in the I.S.U.P.K. We tell you how to get rid of bad luck. Water can help you with that one. There is also seafood and refreshment on sale by vendors. Now, this is the part that we are talking about. The commercial aspects of these areas. Food, refreshment on sale by vendors who now make a livelihood for themselves at this location. That's Milk River, and they do it at St. Thomas. So you see, it takes the Most High himself to look out for us, to look out for the regular people. Yeah, dry up the water when them fencing. No, we're not going to get this one. We're not going to the other one in the island. Leave this for the people. Dry it up, then it start running. The only thing that they could do after it start running is just build a changing room. Give the people a changing room. All right. So that's that. So if they could have taken away this one, the Salt River one, they would have. This is one of the better ones across the island. It just have this space. It have this big space for bathing. I remember one time, way back then, 70s, early 80s. I think it was a child was drowned in the water. It's not deep, If I should stand in the case, would probably on my chest, and that's to the back. They drown in the water, and that was so uncommon at those times. Them kind of tragic that them part of the water. Get some big stone and part of the water. So don't go over that side. You can dead. But that has become so like and I'm talking tragic death. It's like the norm among our people now. Yeah, just open it. Whether you better can swim. Go around to the back section. That's open out everything, It's like, I don't know if I should say they remove fear or whatever, but that's just it, boy. That's just the plight, we're not time now where people don't fear certain things again. Tragic deaths? Nah. But our people would have made lively living from these facilities. And like I said, they use these commercialized entities, some even in Milk River, you go there, Charles River, you go there on a Sunday, you see all kind of things for sale, all kind of water, floating device and all kind of thing, bathing suit, all kind of things. From which our people would, go there and do some juggling. They might even have a party and the mineral, some economic activity, which why that's what our people that's how our people have to live. There's nothing there now for people to survive really. So, that's one mineral which the government, the most are not allowing them to take. Maybe if they try fence it again, they might get it. But, by that time, it might be too late. All right, welcome our sister here. Shalom, sis. Shalom. All right, so there is, you know, like I said, like we say here, direct or indirect, but I think it's more direct. You just have some people up there who start to hold some money and you know, money, they got money. They look and say, how can I grow this thing? They say, if we take away this thing and take away that, and it's, a lot of those ideas is our own people come up with them ideas. Why don't we turn this into that and blah blah blah? Like what they did with the schools, where they come and they talk about, they start bad mouthing the vendors and the who used to sell at the school gates. And next thing you know, one oppressor group, he managed to carry in all kind of refrigerators. I don't know him come in with so much. Me not sure him not paid. We can bet the bottom that I've never paid import duty for every single one of them refrigerators. The standing coolers with the glass door. Put them in the schools and supply them with the juice. Yeah. Totally wipe out the little poor man. Totally kill some of the community vibrancy, and our people stupidly oversee this kind of happening. I come up with rubbish about you can't let out the children them at lunchtime because of this and because of that. They come to school, maybe the parents drop them at school, yes, and maybe the parents pick them up. But why they can't go out to buy? How clean is these facilities that is providing? What I realize in Jamaica here, is when most of these in the, nobody give nastiness like the industries and things. You think a little man them give nastiness like them big industries. Yeah. I do it crab, but you see what happen at crab circle. It happen same place in the industries. You think it don't happen? It happens. And probably worse too. Yeah, and many of these Chinese owned supermarket which you kill the liquor man for them bigger business here because why? Because they are able to pay the tax directly. The liquor man pay tax too now because him go and buy him little things, pay GCT. He might not qualify for income tax and other tax, but in pay NHT, in pay NIS, and in pay him thing there. And guess what? He managed to prevent himself from being a burden to the state. And this is where the government is falling short. You have too much people now come become a burden to the state. When you leave the avenue, let them even to help themselves. And you're trying to see that them climb out and start come, maybe not them, but them children. Come start pay tax like everybody else. But you keep killing it, and see what happens. Till one day the Christ return and let's see, all governments belong to Christ, which is going to happen, by the way. Right? All governments, including Jamaica. We all have to start doing what Christ says. And when we say this thing, people think that these things is so far-fetched and it's fairy tale and thing. But just remember, October 7th last year, when Gaza, the Hamas went over Israel and they did what they did, commit the atrocity, by October 8th, some bombing start. October 6th, total peace and safety. except for the little skirmishes and which are normally happen, where Israel go down in there and from my understanding, none of that was happening because they were preparing for some celebration on the 7th. So they didn't have no troops in Gaza. But October 6th, October 5th, total peace and safety. October 7th, they were, yay, we got some foothold on the Israelis. October 8th, October 9th, October 10th, until today, it's like no more Gaza. It's the same thing that's going to happen in the world. Whether you believe it or not, that's the way it is. That's what's going to happen. All right? And when that happens, you shall remember that you used to listen to one little man in Jamaica. You used to listen to some man who looked like me too, from the States, from all over, right? Called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And we used to tell you that in all your doings, you've got to follow Christ. In all your doings, do Christ. Right? That's all we're telling you. We are here, we do our thing too, we do our work, we do our daily thing like you out there. Just that because we're here, we might not have the freedom and time like you. And sometimes we do, but for the most part, we have to put the work in the truth. Like right now, you see me yawning, I could be sleeping. I should be sleeping, but here I am, trying to wake up our people. Right? So that's just it. So our government really need to start look at a lot of these things, which I have a feeling that they know that these are things, but it's like the plight of the poor when they are discussing these things is the white elephant in the room. So they look at the bigger picture and yes, the plan look beautiful and blah blah blah. But the white elephant in the room is it's a whole lot of people are gonna get hungry after this project go. Same thing you do with the reggae music. And about that fact with the reggae music is the other day some beef with Burna Boy and thing. So these uppers they know to slap us in the face, they make Burna Boy perform a Grammy. Not one Jamaican performed there. Give it to the African. So they know what they're doing. Yeah. Because they want the LGBT freedom. Like anybody out there actually like that, So can't deal with them for nastiness. You can't say no. I mean you really are not law against that saying that no. But suppose you want to play in a mud puddle, you know that it's against Christ. And this is how you know that the laws are not done away with. Yeah, you're in the church because if the laws are done away with, then the LGBT man them have the right to do what they do it. But because we hear the truth, no, it's not done away with. We know that no, you cannot allow that. But I think I heard minister. I hear a minister the other day talk about population thing in Jamaica, Jamaica population, take time falling back when it should be growing. One of the major things with Jamaica is migration still. And, well, so recently we realized the impact of abortion. Big thing in Jamaica. Right? All right, so we're going into the thing there now. Going into business plan, taking a look at the business plan again before we close out. That and that. All right, so we're looking at competitive analysis of the plan now. We're talking about business plan now. We said no, if you have to know your competitors, and it gives a deep analysis of your competitor. Oh, the competitive analysis allows you to know your competitors. It gives a deep analysis of your competition in your market, and and you should keep the competition above board. You know, many times people competing against each other, some nasty things happen. And this is the same thing with why they kill a lot of the small businesses, because they know that they themselves was once small, and small business could have the potential to grow, so they kill the competition from early. It's a crocodile way of living, you know. In the crocodile out there in the wild, the male crocodile, I see that with cats too. The male, they kill them out from them small, because and guess who do it? The older male kill out the younger male from them small. That's how crocodiles do it. Because when those younger males grow, guess what? They are going to become competition to them. So they kill them out from them small. As the cats do it as well. Kill out the male cat from him small. Yeah, but not, you see cat you have in your house, you pet him and like him and all that. There is if that cat, if you allow them to, you know, have some semi-wild living, as a matter of fact, it's other cats who might come in your premises and kill them all. Yeah, because it's competition. Whereas if you have a female cat, it become competition to him. So you see, that's why we tell you, running a business is like war. Your oppressor, think of eliminating the competition. And like in one of General Myman class where he says, um, the wild, don't think that, you know, a lion don't hunt a gazelle or whatever. I don't remember exactly what they said, but they don't do it because they don't like the gazelle, they don't like the thing they are hunting. They do it to feed their family. That gazelle or whatever don't think of not being killed by the lion or whatever because they don't like the lion, because they need to survive for his family. We have to start thinking the same way too. We need to survive for our people. Can't let the oppressor keep on killing us and live off us. We need to survive for our families, right? So this is how the competitive analysis in business operates. You coming up with a new business, you are an enemy to the bigger business that's out there. The bigger business that is out there is an enemy to you as well. You have to understand these things. Conflict, constant conflict, right? But you have to keep the competition above board. It's like some competitor kill out other people than competition. You can't do that. That's not allowed. That's against God's law. You keep a competition. You can't compete without doing that. And they don't. I'm not talking about physically killing. You know, people go to necromancy and witchcraft and all kind of thing, so as that their business might rise. You don't do that. Next slide. Know who else is in the market offering that product or service. You have to know your competitors. Who else selling the things that you are selling? Who else providing the same service that you are about to provide? Know what your buyers are already buying. Right. So your potential market customer now, what is it they are buying or using in this field that you are running? Which product they are using? Which product they are using the most? Now that becomes your competitive product, your opposition. Know what is already doing well in that industry. What is doing well in this industry? What it is that is the trend now in this industry. You remember the days when BlackBerry was trending? BlackBerry was the phone, and there was a time with Motorola. Hello Moto, everybody want to have the Hello Moto ringtone. Where are those phones now? You just have this rise of what is called smartphones. So, I mean, 10 years from now, these regular smartphones that you have we're going to evolve. What are people buying now? People not buying BlackBerry again. So you're going into the field, you have to look for these market change and what is wearing now. If you're going to clothesline business or jewel business or perfume business or whatever, you have to look on what is trending now. And you go have to analyze based on your research. If you think that the same thing that is trending now, let's say you don't go in the market, the same thing that is trending now, will it still be trending 5 years from now? Right? It could be that you going in the market is going to push the change, and then your product becomes what is trending. Right? You have to understand these things. And if your product become what is trending, don't think it's gonna last forever. Right? If within the I.S.U.P.K now, many business like what the event coming up again? Passover coming up. I'm sure we're gonna have more people vending now in this Passover than the other Passovers. So we now have to go and set the stage for our people to actually make some money. This is one thing where other nations cannot come and make money off us with. We actually put ourselves now in the what do you call it now? The cash in the flow, the stream. You know, we are now in the chain. All these UPK things, we buy from each other. If we even have some selling in the store, not for us, we ain't gonna buy that. We buy from our people. And that's one way to keep, in other words, what do I call it now? We operate in a way now like a clandestine, so to speak, when it comes to purchases and like that. Our people who do the vending, they go out and they buy and they make the things and things, but we the buyers or the consumers, we consume from our people. That's what we should do. We should not be, we in the truth already know the struggles we have. We have to support each other in the truth. Know your proximity to your competitor. How close is your nearest competitor? Competitive analysis thing. Which competitor you need to keep up with? Right. There's always a competition out there which this is the man you have to watch now. All right, what him doing now? All right, him doing this. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to pull my customers, or I'm doing this. Okay, that's a good idea. I can copy that idea. Understand? How can you separate yourself from the competition? That's the other thing. You have to separate yourself, like in the truth. How do we in the I.S.U.P.K separate ourselves from the other fake Israelite group? You understand? It's not a business we're running, but we are separated. Yeah. We are not the same. We are not affiliated with any group. So it's like that. You know, it's constant conflict, constant war. That was how we were born. That's how we have been living. Can't give up the fight. Conduct the research on social media. Yeah, meaning you can nowadays you used to have to go out with questionnaire and thing and ask question, go in a community or whatever, talk to people and thing. Nowadays you can actually go on social media. Do it on YouTube, do it on Facebook, Google things, link up people in a chat, conduct your own surveys. Use market research tools online. You can get market research tool free of cost online. Use them up. Yeah, you Google them. Describe your product to the letter, meaning product description now. Outside of market analysis, we're now talking about describing the product. You have a product selling. You have to know your product that you are selling. Describe your product to the letter, meaning, like I said, you be the one. If it's something that you are making, you be the one. You, the first user of the product should be you. If you're making it, right? Which is why you know that drug dealing is really unlawful. If I am selling food, I eat my food. Selling drugs, you can't use it. So you know that shit ain't good. That's unlawful, right? But to you Christians, the laws are done away with, so I guess drug dealers are welcome in your church as well. That's the thing. All right. Use storytelling to your advantage. The times you can build story around a product. There was a heathen out here who did that, buy a hotel and talk and through the area, the airport. Tell the guests them say, well, him first tell him staff that anytime you see a plane lift up, stop what you're doing and just wave to the plane. Right in the middle of whatever you're doing, stop and hey, wave. Because guess what? Jamaicans love to wave at planes. And tourists come out here and wave at planes because Jamaicans love to wave at planes. Yeah, people, so that's why we used to have a waving gallery. People used to love to wave at the plane, but incorporated in business, it was a heathen. But that's one example of using storytelling around your product. People do it in music, put out a tune, if you the tune that tell the song that tells a story generally sells more, you know. Try and say tell us which was why country and western did as good as you remember where this country and western singer the name again? Eden again. Mm-hmm. His songs, what name again? Some of his songs became movies. Um, we had a DJ. Which one was that again? Stitchy. Stitchy used to tell a story. Young girl with your size that was put story in him song. I think Papa San used to do. But a lot of the artists, whichever artist is able to put a story in them song, normally sell. Stories normally sell, and you build a story that touch the heart. And you do the same thing for your product. Build a story around it, storytelling to your advantage. All right. Next thing you need to know now when describing your product, how will your product benefit the user? That is one thing you must know. What's the benefit to me or anybody using your product? What's the benefit? A good product description will take your business to the next level. Okay, physically, just sit down and look at the. If you're going to sell this and you can't tell the person who to buy why they should buy it, you ain't gonna sell it. Product descriptions. Use the who, what, when, where, and why, and how. All right. This is a tool given to that you can use when describing a product. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Who is the product for? These are you going to answer. You who is selling your product going to answer this. Who is this product for? All right. This is for I.S.U.P.K people. What is the basic detail of the product? All right. Look at this scarf, this headband now. All right. It's the shield of David, the shield of the nation of Yasharala. It's a headband, it is used for identifying us, you know, the size, the cost, what function it is, right? It's part of our garment. You have the headband, you have the war scarf, you have the mitre, and now you can have the berry. Berries. I don't know why the berries are so expensive, boy, but berries are expensive. All right, so you have to be able to answer these questions. What material is it made of? Product that you are selling, what is it made of? Is it some cheap Chinese material which, as you start using it, break up? That is what is going to. That's going to be the word that is being spread about your product. After people buy it, you're going to hear sometimes hear people say, "Don't buy that; it's no good." As they buy two tools and mash up, right? You have to first know the material which your product is made of. The when should the product be used? Is it a product that is specific to a particular use? Like, is that product that is only for night, for day? Is it a seasonal product? You might look and say, product for night, product for day. Yeah. All right. Take for instance, yeah, this cough, the cough syrup, and then as they start advertising them daytime, nighttime, meaning You have one that put you to sleep, so you better don't take it in the day, or you're going to be drowsy and the job. So you take it at night. Um, is it sorry? Is it a product that can be used all weather? Like you have a bike, you have a bike, you sell a bike. I mean, you selling the bike still, you're not going to tell people that you can't ride it in the rain. They're going to know that, but obviously it's not a all weather transportation. That because if it's rain really good, you're going to have to stop. Can it be used every day? Yes, you have to think about that. Can this thing that I'm selling be used whenever? And then you have the where, the why. Where can it be used? Is there a particular place that you should use this product? Can it be used indoor or outdoor? Like paints. In the paint industry, you're going into paint, you have indoor paint and you have outdoor paint. Right. You got you're selling an umbrella, that's not an indoor thing, that's for outdoor. So you look at these things. You have to know the product you're selling. Is it a product that should be used on the road, or is it a product that is it a home use only product? Yeah. Why is their product useful? You have to know that. How useful is this to the person who's going to buy? Is it better than the competition? Some time people buy something and say, so we just buy it because me are supporting. Basically, what they're telling you is that the product not really useful to them. They just buy it because they might give you a support. But you want to sell people things that they actually use. How should the product be used? Does a product carry a description, how to use guide? How does it work? You have to know this, know your product inside and out. All right, that's it for the slide. So in writing a business plan, competition. Two more things added to your list. We're going doing them week by week. You have to do your competitive analysis. Know what's out there. Know your competition. Know your product. All right. So we here in the truth. No, we built and prepared for warfare. Running a business is the same way, just like warfare. No, there's so many things you do before you actually come to the financing. You don't touch financing, because there's many things you put together before you actually talk about finance. You don't even need money, but sometimes you can't get the money. But the person who's going to lend you the money now, if it is that you're going to borrow, they're going to ask all these questions. So you have to get these questions out the way first before you start worrying about the money. By answering these questions, you're going to decide now if you want to continue, or you might just realize that, oh, this kind of business is not for me, or you might realize that it doesn't make sense going into this kind of business. It what's the difference here now? It's a business that could be for you, but the market probably just not there unless you are able to create market. So you probably going to have to be a good salesman. You ever hear them say a good salesman sell ice to Eskimo? Eskimo already have ice, you know. But you are so good at sales that you convince him to buy your ice. But him have ice out there. Him have ice so much that he build a house out of ice. And then call it igloo. But you are able to sell him ice. Yeah. In order for you to do that, you have to know your competition. You have to know your product. All right. So we'll touch another scripture before we go. We're going to look at James 2 and 6. James chapter 2, verse 6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you? So, just reiterating that, yeah, expect it. This is what the scripture said. Don't the rich oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat? Yeah. So what rich man do? The rich man will sue your poor ass. Yeah. But, having faith and standing strong under Yahweh, we'll pull through, we'll get to the conflict. Business is no easy road. Which is why maybe it's just the times, because I'm really I'm a fact, we hearing the truth. We should really have we should have some business out there, Running a business is just like this is the same like you go to camp and you push on your thing. It's the same way you run a business, But that time is coming again. Because the Most High did promise us that once you keep the laws, you are going to be on top. Yes. So, stay in the truth. You're not in the truth. You need to come in the truth so that you can get do some groundwork and some good business principles, some good survival principle. The Most High never really give us anything out there without, survival in mind. But he gave us laws and he gave us land and he gave us a way for the poor to survive. So it wasn't all just, going out there and, oh Jesus, oh this, oh that. Mm-mm. Survival. The Most High always teaches us about survival. Right? We are the prophets and the teachers and the princes hearing the truth. Our survival is above business and above all those things. Because in the end, what really matters is the Most High. So it means that you have to give up sometimes those things for the Most High. Yeah. Just like Job. Yeah, that's how it might be. But, at the close of one more week of the conflict zone, one more week of the conflict zone. I will move this again. I'll move. All right, so until next week again, we'll touch some more things, look at more conflicts with our people. These things we're talking about, is just for you, just to open the eyes of our people. Our people just believe that this world loves them. And it's something that, this world love, the world love me, but maybe there's something we're not doing. You need to separate from this world. That's the reality. That's a conflict that you're in. You need to be the master over this world. All right, so until next week again, let me find back my big tune. So I can't lick my big tune again. All right, shalom.
On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy. We gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud. Straight to God. They don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. They mad. Up to solid circle tight. Yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life. I ain't worried. I got rank for real. I got real soldiers kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we run it. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, find in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life. I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills. How I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life. I ain't worried, I got rate for real.